Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to my Meet the Weavilution for Season 3 of the Opal League. This season we decided to change things up. Each team was given two types assigned by one of the other coaches, and you could only draft Pokemon of those two types. We had to draft one Pokemon from each tier of each type. Also, you may notice that this is being recorded on a capture card. That's because I recently, as in yesterday from when I'm recording this, should be up today, maybe tomorrow, I got my DS back. I had sent it off to get a capture card installed, and yeah, now I have a capture card so I can record videos well now. Anyway, the types I was assigned were Flying and Water, giving me a really bad electric weakness, if you look at it like that. Like if you look at it just as the types. So that was something I had to patch up through my draft. I believe I did so pretty well. And yeah, let's start going over the team. Our first pick, we took an OU flying type. We took Thundurus Therian, to be nicknamed Sully. Thundurus Therian has 79 HP, 105 attack, 70 defense, 145 special attack, 80 special defense, and 101 speed, so just over the 100 speed barrier. Its ability is Volt Absorb, which is why I took it in the first round, for the electric immunity. And some notable moves are the U-Turn, Volt Switch, Superpower, Knock Off, and Sludge Wave. You can see I have some of those on this. I have 4, I wrote down 5 notable moves for each of them, but you can only have 4 moves on a Pokemon, so yeah. Next up, we decided to take our Mega. We took Mega Swampert, because we have water, so we basically locked down a rain team really easily. It'll be nicknamed You Like, which is what my Swampert has been nicknamed for as long as I've had this shiny Swampert. For stats, it's got 100 HP, 150 attack, 110 defense, 95 special attack, which is still pretty respectable, 110 special defense, and 70 speed. But that 70 speed is then boosted by the Swift Swim ability. Notable moves, it's got Earthquake, Waterfall, Stealth Rock, Ice Punch, and it can learn Counter if you're really expecting them to hit you on the physical side for a lot of damage. Next, we decided to go with our UU flying type, which is Crobat, nicknamed Bruce Wayne, as I always nickname my Crobats. For stats, it's 85 HP, 90 attack, 80 defense, 70 special attack, 80 special defense, and 130 speed, coming in at the 3rd fastest Pokemon that was drafted. The 2nd fastest was Mega Lopunny, and you guys will actually see the fastest later on in this video. For abilities, it's got the Inner Focus and Infiltrator, so my opponents can't set up subs against us. Or, as I said before, Mega Lopunny was drafted, so if I want to use this as an Inner Focus first turn kill against it, I can. Notable moves, gets the U-Turn, Stab Brave Bird, Heat Wave, Zen Headbutt, and Giga Drain, because Crobat is actually pretty decent as a special attacker. Like, it's not the best, but it can be used. Next up, we went with our RU flying type, which was, I believe, one of the last Pokemon that could be taken because of how the tierings worked. Bug and Fire didn't get taken by anyone, so those ones were, like, any bug types or fire types that I wanted, I was guaranteed. So for RU Flying, I took Togetic. It'll be named Kato, like it was in the PMU. Its stats don't look that great, with 55 HP, 40 attack, 85 defense, 80 special attack, 105 special defense, and 40 speed. But you throw in a Violate on this thing, and it will wall everything. I used it in the PMU. I brought a physically defensive one to deal with a Mega Lopunny against Jack, and didn't bring the Megalopony, and I just ended up using this to counter the Manaphy, which was a Scarf special set, and I took like 30% from each attack and was able to just roost off everything. Notable, actually, for abilities, it has Hustle to boost that 40 base attack, because that's usable for sure. Serene Grace, which for Togekiss is great with the Air Slash, but Togetic does not get Air Slash. Probably the best move to use with it is Ancient Power for the 20% chance to boost. And Super Luck, just in case you really need a crit. Notable moves, it has the Roost, Heal Bell, Baton Pass, Ancient Power, and Tailwind. So as you can see, Baton Pass isn't on here. What's cool about Togetic, I was looking into it, it actually gets 4 recovery moves. It can only run 3 at a time because one's an egg move and one's from previous generations. But it learns 4 different recovery moves. It learns Roost, Wish, Soft Boiled from past generations, and Morning Sun through breeding. So, not really going to be running Morning Sun because it's a rain team. And yeah, next up was the last Pokemon that could be taken from me. For our NU water type, we took Kabutops, because it's a great Swift Swim Sweeper. Well, that's weird to say. Swift Swim Sweeper. I'm nicknaming it Devil because, you know, Lord Helix. It's got 60 HP, 115 attack, and 105 defense, so pretty good on the physical side. 65 base special attack, 70 special defense, and 80 speed. Again, with the Swift Swim, gets boosted by a lot. Notable moves are Aqua Jet, Rapid Spin. This is one of the 2 spinners that I ended up drafting. Stealth Rock, also one of the 2 Stealth Rockers, because apparently there's not a huge amount of Stealth Rockers for water and flying. So my 2 main Swift Swim Sweepers, I have to keep saying that, don't I? Are the only 2 that I have that can set up rocks. It gets Knockoff and X-Scissor as well. So this thing should be plowing through some teams this season with just stab priority and powerful moves. You can set up a Sword Stance with the Kabutops, almost nothing will stand in its way. Same with Swampert, actually, but moving on, we have our NU flying type. We decided to take Pelipper, named Protect Burb, because every time you find it in the wild, it just protects over and over and over again. I took Pelipper mostly because it's decently bulky, with Rain Dish especially, which is one of its abilities, with the 60 HP, 50 attack, 100 base defense, 85 special attack, 70 special defense, and 65 speed. You can run a pretty good defensive set. You can run a bulky attacker set, and you can always run the Scarfed God set, which I probably will at some point this season. Its abilities are Keen Eye, which is basically useless, and Rain Dish, so that helps with the bulky attacker or just wall set. For notable moves, it actually gets Gunk Shot, which I am excited to use at some point this season. Just a Gunk Shot Pelipper. Knockoff, U-Turn, Scald. It gets those 100% accurate Hurricanes while healing itself with Rain Dish, which is a pretty good combination. Next off, we took our PU flying type and the fastest Pokemon that was drafted, mostly because it's the fastest non-legendary Pokemon. We took Ninjask, named Threat. It's not normally a threat, but I'm going to make it a threat. With base 61 HP, 90 attack, 45 special defense, 50 in both special attack and special defense, but 160 speed. That is what makes this thing so good, especially when you combine it with Speed Boost, because this thing gets Baton Pass. It will just outspeed everything, protect, get up some speed, maybe Sword Dance, get down to a Focus Sash, Baton Pass, +2, and kill something. Its other ability is Infiltrator. Again, with Crobat, makes it so my opponents can't set up subs against me. For notable moves, I've got the Sword Stance, the Baton Pass. Gets U-Turn as well. X Scissor and Night Slash. I just thought Night Slash was cool on this thing. I think it's an egg move. I'm not sure. It also gets Final Gambit, but with that base 61 HP, it's not going to be that powerful. Also, that gives us our, I think, 4th U-Turn user. And one of them also gets Volt Switch and Thunderous. By this point, we had secured everything that we were going to draft. Like, we secured it, meaning no one else could draft it. So, I just filled in the spreadsheet from there, and this is basically the order I would have taken them in if I had to choose an order. So next we took our PU water type, because I keep forgetting to change Drought and Drizzle to OU abilities. And we took Politoed, nicknamed Froggy Nelson because Daredevil. I like Daredevil a lot. It's a good bulky Pokemon, can be a bulky attacker. It's really there for the Drizzle, because what would a rain team be without Politoed? Its stats, it's got 90 HP, 75 in both physical attack and defense, 90 special attack, 100 special defense, and 70 speed, with the abilities Water Absorb, Damp, and Drizzle. I mean, Water Absorb isn't going to be that big, because I don't think anyone's going to be bringing water moves against me, especially since it's not the only Pokemon with Water Absorb, but we'll get to that soon. Damp, no one brings Explosion. I have no reason to run Damp at any point. And then just Drizzle, just to make it so my sweepers can outspeed, so my bulky mons can get the Rain Dish boosts. What else? Power up the water moves. For notable moves, I put Scald, Belly Drum, which could be fun, especially if I Baton Pass some speed from Ninjask into this. Psychic, Ice Beam, and Perish Song. Can run Perish Song if, like, my opponent's down to one Pokemon, and I just want to make sure that it's over, because he's starting to sweep or starting to set up or something. You can just Perish Song and just switch around. Next up, we took our RU water type. We took Blastoise, which was the other spinner that I was talking about before, and also the other Rain Dish user. It's a great spinner and a great Rain Dish Pokemon. With base 79 HP, 83 attack, which is actually pretty decent, 100 defense, 85 special attack, so very, very small difference between its attack and special attack, 105 special defense, and 78 speed. So, it's not the fastest thing, but it takes hits both on physical and special sides. Abilities are Torrent, which, I mean, I could use if I'm running like a Focus Sash set, maybe, just like minus minimum defenses, minimum HP, just so I can just plow through teams after getting Torrent. I'm probably not going to be running Torrent. And then Rain Dish as its other ability. Takes hits, heals up. Notable moves, it's got the Scald, which is just a great move to have overall. Rapid Spin to get rid of hazards, because rocks do a lot to my team. Dark Pulse, Aura Sphere. It also gets Dragon Pulse. I didn't put that on the list, because it doesn't hit as many things. But it has the Dark Pulse and the Aura Sphere. And it has the Roar, so I can just switch things around while taking hits. Throw lefties on there with the Rain Dish, heal a lot each turn. Our second to last pick is the final of the Swift Swim Sweepers. This one's actually a special sweeper. We got Kingdra. This was locked down because Ben, who had Dragon, already took his UU Water type. So, his UU Dragon type. I was looking and I saw UU Water. Nickname Nate, because that's what I call my shiny one. Its stats are pretty simple. It's got 75 HP, 85 speed, and 95 in all the attacks and defenses. So it can be physical or special, offensive or defensive, but it's got Swift Swim, so once I set up the rain, it'll plow through some teams. It's got Sniper, which is great if I want to run a non-rain team. I can run the Crit Dress set with just Focus Energy, Draco Meteor, Skull, or I think it's Draco Meteor, Surf, and Flash Cannon is the best one for the Crit Dress set. And again, it has Damp, another ability I'm not going to use. For notable moves, I put the Draco Meteor, the Scald, Outrage, Focus Energy, and it gets Clear Smog, in case I can get it in against something that's setting up while I'm in the rain, outspeed it, and just get rid of its stat changes. It's a pretty good move. And finally, once I saw that no one had gotten Fire as a type, I knew I was saving this Pokemon for last. My OU Water pick is the one, the only, Volcanion, because it's released and it's still an OU. Can't nickname it because it's an event Pokemon, but I mean, Volcanion is a pretty terrifying name as is, so I'm alright with leaving it like that. This thing's stats are amazing. It's got 80 HP, 110 attack, 120 defense, 130 special attack, 90 special defense, and 70 speed. It's got Water Absorb, again, not really going to be useful. People won't be using water moves against me, especially if I have this thing in the back. Notable moves, it has Steam Eruption. Basically, not even basically, it's better than Hydro Scald, really, because it's the base power of Hydro Pump, the 30% chance to burn of Scald, and it's 95 accuracy. It is, in my opinion, probably the most powerful move in the game. It also has Overheat for more special coverage. It gets Superpower if you want to run a physical set. It gets Explosion just because it's fun. I know I already said people won't be using Explosion, but I mean, it's a Volcanion. If I'm up like 5-1 and I think Explosion will kill, I'm clicking Explosion. Just because it'll be funny. Especially if it's like the last week of the season and I've already secured playoffs. Then I promise you'll be seeing Explosion. And Flame Charge, because hitting for stab and boosting speed is great. It's like the speed version of Power Up Punch and Charge Beam. Except Charge Beam doesn't have the doesn't have the 100% chance. Also, I put things in special Pokeballs because I really have had no reason not to. So we've got a Net Ball, Standard Pokeball, Luxury Ball, which is actually what I caught this Shiny Crobat in, a Heal Ball, a Nest Ball, a Lure Ball, a Sport Ball, a Moon Ball, a Dive Ball, another Lure Ball, because I really like the Lure Ball, and then the Cherish Ball that the event Volcanion comes in. So that's our team. Let me know if you're excited for it. Anything that you guys think I should run at any point, just for fun. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.